Hello guys and welcome to my channel. As you basically on today's video, I'll be telling you guys how I got let off on the job. This story gets a little bit emotional because it's the first job I actually had that had steady income and stuff like that. So yeah, I just think in reality that people shouldn't push you into a job because jobs are temporary in life. They can fall down at any moment in life that you're probably thinking, hey, that shop used to be there, now other shops need to be built over other shops, and people push you to have jobs, but in reality jobs are temporary and you're permanent. So don't listen to people who pressure you to get jobs, because at the end of the day you're going to look like a hot mess and they're going to say all this stuff about you not having a job. So yes, anyways, I'm going to tell you guys the story about how I got let off my job. It's a bit of a long story, so grab a snack and chillin'. No. So I think I told you about me getting a job. Oh man, I'm not sure. If I haven't, that video will be coming up soon. Anyways, so this job I had, alright, it was I had a retail assistant position, because when I was at this job, you know, I worked full time. Well, I feel like I worked full time, tried working 6 days a week, 6 days a week, and with 4 of those days being 12-hour shifts. So technically they were working me till I had no fingers. But yes, I had a retail position there, a retail assistant position. I was mainly, I know for a fact that they were talking about me behind my back. Well, not really behind my back because I heard it. They were in different rooms, they would talk about me. But yes, so I worked there for 18 months, and as I worked there for 18 months, 2016 through to 2017, and it was a good job. I loved the job. I loved the work for me there. They were amazing. But yeah, we were just all one big work family. And we're like, yeah, and like getting the job done. It was like, cash. And yeah, I don't know why I did that. Anyways, so yes, I was just like, cash. And as I went, cash, the money was just coming in. I bought my first iPhone by myself. There was an iPhone 4S. Yes, I bought my first iPhone that I really owned by myself with my own money. It was secondhand, but it was still a good phone. I still have, no, actually I lost that phone in the car crash. Which I did tell in my channel, so go make sure you guys check out that video. It got really emotional, but go make sure you check out that video. It'll be linked in my channel. But yeah, I thought, yes, I'm an adult, I can buy my own phone. I needed a phone so I can call work and call family and just, you know, get on the social media trend, right? And I was like, phone, yay, iPhone. Anyways, so I was, I bought my first phone, and having a job is all cool because you get the money and you get the free time. So as I was working, I bought a few phones. I bought my laptop. You guys know what that laptop is anyway. If not, then yeah, it was an Black Acer. It was really good. I think the person before me that had it was a gamer, but that's okay. Anyways, so it was an Acer, Black Acer. It was $100 and something. No, it was $250, I remember. And I got, all my electronics are from secondhand stores, which I love because, you know, secondhand stores are second best. So I'm like, yes. Anyways, so I bought a lot of my electronics from secondhand stores and from work, because every time I got something, I would get it from work. But yes, that work family meant everything to me within the 18 months of working there. Whenever I had days off, I would get in trouble. I only had 2 days off, working there, when I was in car crash, and when I was very, very sick that I was vomiting. And I worked every single day of that year. When I called in, when I was rostered on, and they would call me up saying, hey, can you come in and take over someone's shift, please? That scared me. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll come in like 5 minutes. Once they called me in, and I was around the corner, and they called me in, and we were just going home. I was like, okay. And then I went there, and it was like, that's the quickest time someone's called in. Yep, I'll be there in 10 seconds. So my mum, at the time, she drove along the corner, dropped me off, and then, you know, because we only lived down the road, so I could just walk home in the night time, even though I was scared. I'm still terrified of the dark. But that's okay. So, yes, months fly by, days go by, and I'm still working there until things happen. And then it's one day, I remember it was on the 1st of October 2017. I think it was the 1st. Is that the 1st or the 29th of September? Somewhere along the lines of those two. I think it was 29th of, and my mind just boggled onto the 1st. But anyways, it was that date, and I went to work, and because I had the morning shift where I had to come in and make sure, like, I was on for the whole day. I was on for the whole day, 6 o'clock to 6 p.m. o'clock, so 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. 12-hour shift. I was meant to be on 6 till 10, but they changed me to 6 to 6 because they needed help with the store. Anyways, so I go in, my mum dropped me off, and as my mum dropped me off, I was like, okay, so I'm a bit early. I didn't have a key to the place, so I had to wait for the boss. The boss came in, and I liked that place. They opened up the door. I followed him close behind to put my stuff in the office, and then I got asked to put my phone on the speaker. So I put my phone on the speaker, and I was like, okay, you know, I put some music on. I made sure that all my notifications were turned off, because if notifications turned on, my Wi-Fi is on, my data's on, and like they just come through the like ding 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 ding. And I got in trouble for using my phone, but no one else in the company, in the workplace got in trouble. It's just me. They were picking on me. But yes, so I had to turn my notifications off. I did that when I was in the car anyway. So I turned my notifications off, put my music on, and luckily my phone got charged while being on the speaker. Anyways, so I put my speaker on, I put my apron on, because, you know, fruit gets messy, you needed an apron on, so I put my apron on, put my gloves on, and then I made sure my stuff was packed away on the shelf and zipped up and stuff like that, because where the stuff was, the door was like there, and people could see right through it and stuff like that. And I walked out from the office, and the cash registers are right there. There was 4 cash registers, but only 3 worked. And I was like, okay, cool. And then my other friend showed up. I'm still friends with her. I still talk to her now. But yeah, she turned up about 5 minutes after. Like, you know, she still turned up. She was just 5 minutes after us. Anyways, so she came in, and she, you know, she's like, oh, music on, like, that's okay. And most people would come in at around the time that we opened up, so we had to open up quickly. We had to make sure that all the fruit and veg were out, because we, at the point of time, we had our stuff on, we had all the fruit and veg that needed to go into the fridge, packed on the trolley and moved in. So we had to move the trolleys out, put everything back in, restore the fruit, vegetables, making sure they're nice and fresh for people to buy. Because how we did it was, we checked the fruit, veggies, making sure they were all nice and clean, nice and edible, and we just put them up. So as I was putting them up, I got the job of making sure the back room was all nice, so like cut up fruit, getting ready for them to go on and stuff like that. And my job was to make sure the fruit and veg were cut up nicely, wrapped up in that Glad wrap that you guys see in the supermarket, and you know, wrapped up in that Glad wrap. So I had that job and going in the back, making sure, you know, going back and forth, making sure that the fruit and veg were all stocked up, and then putting up, doing up seconds and thirds and fourths, and putting them on trolleys in the cold room where people could just take it out and stack them on. I had to make sure that was done nice, neatly, and perfect. So I was just in the back. I remember it from this day, okay, because this day I will never forget. Anyways, so as I did that, I was like, okay, cool. I did that a couple of times because I had to be full, and then I was like, I had to make sure their pumpkin was done, I had to make sure that watermelon was done, I had to make sure a lot of stuff was done. And I was like, okay, cool. So this was fun. This is, you know, I actually love that job so much that I want to go back there and work again. But they wouldn't take, the second owners wouldn't take me on. So that's sad. Anyways, so this is the part where it gets really, really, really sad. Go away. Anyways, so I put everything on there, and my boss was like, you know, opposite me. He was putting up some stuff on the shelf up there, and I go out the back. And as I go out the back, I quickly put the crates back on, because we had a pile of crates like that. We had to stack them down and put them up top. And my boss came in, and he was going through all rotten fruit and stuff like that, putting them on the table, so then I could go through them and put them out for seconds, so we could sell them again for people who want to buy them again for the animals. So he was doing that, and as soon as I was about to exit the room, he decided to tell me then. I was just about to walk out the door, and he said this. He comes up to me, he puts his arm on my shoulder, but he was facing that way, so his arm was on this shoulder, and he was facing that way. So it was like that. He was like, sorry to say this, but I'm leaving today, and that means you are too. And I was like, wait, what? And it's like, yeah, the other owners, I can't be here no more, so that means you have to leave too. I'm like, wait, what? Are you just telling me this now? And he said, I bet you've told the other people who worked there too, 2 weeks in advance. Actually, no, he said that. He said, I told everyone else 2 weeks before, but I just hadn't gone around telling you that. I'm like, what? Looks like I worked there. I worked my blood and tears off for nothing there. Anyways, so yeah, he was just like, hey, this is how you start off the conversation, right? He was like, hey Brittany, can I talk to you for a minute? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I was pushing the trolley like that. I was getting ready to go. And it's like, this is gonna be some sad news. I'm like, yes. And he said, I have to leave today. This is my last day working here. And I was like, what? And he was like, he said, yeah, this is my last day working here. It's yours too. Unless you can convince the people to let you work with them. This is my last day, and this is your last day too. I'm like, you're letting me go? And he was like, yes. I'm like, I fought back to tears, like, I fought back to tears as much as I could. I was like, oh. And like, okay, cool. And he went on his merry way, I went on my merry way, and he decided, he just was like that. He looked back, I could feel like he was looking at me, and I just kept walking, and I went to go put up some stuff on, put the mats down there, the cash registers. And I was just like, trying to hold back the tears. I felt it drip down my cheek, and I was just like, okay, well, this is sad, really sad. I don't know why I did this, but I felt sentimental. I touched I looked at the computer, meaning the register. I looked at it. I was just like pressing it. He looked at me and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just saying goodbye to this piece of machine." And he's like touching it. You know, I knew how to work the machine. It's just people need to give people time. Okay, not everyone's experts. You know, experts were once beginners too. So, hint there. Anyways, so as we were doing that, I was like, okay, cool. And I thought to myself, this is really, really sad. My friend came up to me and she was like, well, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. And it's like, did you hear what he said? Like, I said to her, what do you mean? He said, she said that we're leaving. We're not going to be working here. I'm like, wait, how do you know? I was like, he told me 2 weeks. He told me 2 weeks ago. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, he told me 2 weeks ago. How did you not know until now? I was like, he just told me just then. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah, we hugged and it's like, it's okay. You'll be fine. You'll be good. And I was like, okay, cool. And I thought to myself, this is really weird, really hard to do. I was just fighting back the tears. He came in and about 5 minutes after I was stacking things up, and making sure the shop looked good for customers. He came up behind me. He's like, I'm sorry this has to be done, but it's just what things have to be. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And fast forward to lunchtime, and his daughter came in, because his daughter worked there too. And he decided, you know, she came in and she walked out. And I was like, you know, I haven't heard from her since. I want to talk to her, you know, because I used to work with her. And I'm going to just, you know, just think it to myself that things happen like this. And yeah, and fast forward to the end of the night, and people came in who was actually getting the place. They were young people, but I think they were, you know, transferring from another store to this store. So they were looking at the place, they're making sure the place was all good. And I was like, I wanted to ask them for a job, but I didn't know how to say it. And I was like, this sucks. This really sucks. It was closing time, so we were closing up. I didn't have to mop. I normally mopped, so that was really heartbreaking, not mopping. And I was like, okay, cool. And we got all our stuff. We got photos. I will put a photo up on the screen right now of just me. I just really like it. I'm going to put some photos up on when I used to work there. And yeah, so we parted the ways, took some photos in front of them. We were missing a few people, which really sucked, but that's okay. Anyways, so yeah, we exited the building, we gave the keys back to the people, and decided this is how it's gonna be. We're outside in a circle and just saying our goodbyes. We were never gonna see each other again, which really sucked. Took photos, hugged each other, and it was just really, really sad, really unhappy and stuff like that. So that's just how it went. That's how I got let go of my job. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed showing you guys. I felt like I was going to get track, but I finished the story about how I got let go, and I cried. My sister-in-law picked me up, and I just full-on cried for a good half an hour. It was really, really sad. I didn't know what to say. So this video is now done. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please like, comment. Yes, it says like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. My social medias will be down in the link, but link description box below. If you guys did like this video, please make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what else you want to see. If you have any video requests that you want me to do, then comment them down below, and subscribe to my channel as I do post daily and I post weird wacky things like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys so much. Bye, Brit Squad. Bye. Basic Girl is out. Bye.